Ah, spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid. We were on a wild journey to discover who we are. Let me just go with Vicky here. I remember it clearly. 6 charismatic students in 3 weeks. Miranda, Damien, Scott, Liam, Polly, and Vera. It was clear. It was one of them but who. 3 weeks to decide, 3 weeks to woo. But as I already said, young and unafraid. We're gonna try to go through this dialogue a little bit faster each time we come across something we've seen. What criteria would you use to name your children? Okay, so I'm actually trying to guess which one is Vera's answer. My name the second. Ah, okay. She would be the one who doesn't want their kid to be picked on. That's good parenting. Yeah, you know what? Maybe Miranda. Yeah, we haven't done anything with Miranda before, so let's see. I'm gonna go to class. That day you listened to your elders and learned valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. Later, you see Miranda and Vera cornered by the wolf pack who are watching them like a pack of wolves. How would one of you ladies like to go on a date tonight with the hottest dogs ever to not be literal hot dogs? I wouldn't at all. This is not at all how I like my courtships to begin. Where are the jewels? Where are the flowers? Where are all the bloody heads of my enemies? Oh man, we'll show you courtship on the court. When we win on the court at sports, we'll show you sportship courtship. Every time I think the guys at school can't get any dumber. Oh, I get it. You're both shy. Don't worry, our barks are worse than our bites. Except when we're doing sports, because we bring it. Yeah! But if neither of you have the confidence to say which one wants to go out with us tonight, we can just choose for you. Yikes. Like they're relatively well-intentioned, but you should definitely step in and save one of them. Oh, tonight Miranda can't. I have 2 tickets to Cirque de la Mer's underwater show. Miranda's eyes light up like an anglerfish. Cirque de la Mer, as a little girl, I always wanted to be an aqua gymnast. Of course you did. Until I realized it required hard work and discipline, at which point I decided I was much happier as a princess. But I still love watching it. How thoughtful of you to procure tickets for me and my favorite maid servant. I'll tell you all about it. Shut down. Let's go write up a list of jokes we can make about this awkward loser. Whatever, you still made Miranda super happy and distracted the wolf pack, so win. You gain 2 charm and 1 creativity. Alright, I'm trying to comprehend your request. What is there to comprehend? It's super simple. Miranda, take my cell phone, snap a pic of me face planting in my food with my eyes closed and tongue out. But wherefore? Right here, Miranda. You're about to point out that wherefore means why, but luckily Polly elaborates on her own, so you don't have to look like a fucking know-it-all. It's a new meme, Miranda, like planking or dabbing. It's called food poisoning, and it's dope AF. Don't you have cool trends in your kingdom? I suppose we do. Oh, we have a fun trend called Revere Your Rulers. It's where you show nothing but the utmost devotion for the royal family. If you're good at it, you get a lot of likes on social media, and also not executed. Do you ever listen to yourself when you speak? I bet you know some pretty cool trends, don't you, Vicky? Heck yeah you do, don't you? I surely do. It's entitled Silverware Wear. It's where you take the most expensive cutlery and dress it in very fancy tiny outfits. I feel like this is going to end badly. Really? How have I not heard of this trend before? Beautiful silverware and fancy dresses are two of my biggest passions. This trend sounds like it was invented for me. It may have been by you on the spot, but there's no need to go into that. What's your favorite meme? Spiked salad forks and velvet evening gowns? Seahorse steak knives and frilly skirts? Teaspoons and tea dresses? This trend is... no words. Yes, the glory of this spectacular combination would leave me speechless as well, were I not so excited to create more memes with Vicky. We'll have to meet up soon. Bring all your most exquisite chopsticks. I shall bring doll clothes in which to dress them. Yeah, totally. Hang out with Miranda sounds amazing. Guess it's time to go out and try to find some exquisite chopsticks? That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have decided to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You're minding your own business when Miranda comes rushing towards you, clearly distraught. Most terrible news, friend. I have just watched the documentary Game of Thrones, and now I fear for my own royal family. I did not realize how susceptible we might be to random acts of treachery, or how often we romance our siblings. I don't want to be shot in the chest by a crossbow while sitting on the toilet. That doesn't sound proper at all. Please help me put my mind at ease. How can I possibly identify potential traitors in my court? Pretty much everybody's a traitor. Just spend a bottle and whoever it points to, kill them. An excellent choice. I shall enact it at once. You tried to tell her that she should wait till she gets back to her castle, but she's already spun the bottle and is pointing at... me? I'm the traitor. Alas, I am my own worst enemy. How could I bring myself to betray me? Miranda immediately arrests herself on suspicion of treason, and you for consorting with the traitor. She's acquitted because she's literally a princess, and you don't have that luxury. You're sentenced to be publicly pelted with sea cucumbers, and so lose 2 charm, 1 fun. And... oh, let's go back to class. Oh, okay. Shop. Well, there's a... you know what? You only live once. Let's see what happens when we buy this fanfiction. You know what? All profits made are donated to a good cause. Spoiler alert, the good cause is buying me a new phone. Sweet. No sooner have you sat down at Damien and Miranda's table that a haunting melody fills the air. It's the melody of gold northern peaks, of cloying sweetness, of a supple bovine teat. The song of the ice cream wizard. He's here! He's here! I'm gonna eat so much ice cream and then puke on someone I don't like. Oh goodness, the ice cream wizard only comes but once per solstice, during the hour of an ascendant pancake. You see an old dude in a floppy blue hat pushing a refrigerated cart with dish shit magic painted on the side. Ugh, so many great options to choose. Should I get a magma bar, brain destroyer, chocolate broomstick? What about fear of death? A frozen cobra, berserker berry blitz? The wizard's frozen treats invariably turn me into a frog for some reason. Perhaps I simply have not tried the right one yet. But which to try? If only someone would suggest a solution for what is truly the most difficult problem I have ever faced. Sugar-basted prince lips. Beat him up and take out all his ice cream. I feel like this is for Damien. But of course, I always have to find a prince to kiss me out of being a frog. Why not cut the middleman? Prince lips? Gross. I've already got a pair of those attached to my face. What? Where? Here, where my mouth is. Wait, Damien, you're a prince? But you hide it so well. Gee, thanks. But Miranda's not paying attention. She's already traded the ice cream wizard several gold ingots for a pair of sugar-basted prince lips. Oh my, I can taste the enchantment already. Miranda finishes the prince lips in 3 graphic smooches, after which her lips are pretty cold and she invites you to help warm them up. That day you spend some time in the library's PC, mining some bitcoins. It's supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency, but you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain 2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million? Which unfortunately equates to 2 monster dollars, so 2 money. You're wandering down the hallway reading Dragon Heat as discreetly as you can, which apparently isn't very because Polly and Vera clock this immediately. Are you actually reading erotic fanfiction about dragons? Because we love Dragon Heat. I'm all about the 19th century Russian literature, but a ghost girl can't say no to some erotic fanfic, am I right? I've literally been working on my Morgana von Brest Street, I don't even know how to tackle that name, cosplay all week. Don't worry about why. Speak for yourself, Polly. I don't. I've never. Okay, fine, I might read Dragon Heat, but don't go around just telling people. We're clearly safe with her. A fellow Dracophile can always be trusted. Are you sure? I mean, anyone into Dragon Heat must have a wicked mind. 297 chapters and counting, and it still manages to amaze me with all the new levels of wrong. Yeah, right? I fucking love it. Yet I must admit, I'm a bit vanilla when it comes to fave chapters. Mine is the one where Harold McDonghard, Horace the Hydra, and the deranged Draco Delacourt have to rest at the end after Choking Bay adventure, only to discover that they only have one available bed. There's only one bed, the classic fanfic trick that never fails. Yes, that one was good. I personally prefer the one where Vanessaria unmasks her masked savior after a passionate kiss, only to discover it's herself, and then they totally bang. I'm not a fan of time travel, but sign me up for some good self-test. Amen. What about you, Vicky? What's your favorite story arc? Nothing to worry about. You're just about to reveal your inner kinks to us. No pressure. What about the exclusive chapter I've written myself? Oh. You know what? Miranda's not here. Let's just have some fun. What? Let me see. Vera takes the pages from your hands and they both start reading. They devour your piece of art in mere minutes. Just, wow. Yeah, Boo, this is wonderful. So full of twists. Harold all unsettled from being betrothed to the evil queen, Rosequeef. Good name. And then it turns out the insecurity wasn't due to marrying his mortal enemy, but because he didn't know if he could please the most sexual dragoness in all of the 8 kingdoms. Kind of nice that you show him so vulnerable. So he goes and sticks his dick in a pie to practice. Classic. But then goes, oh no, the magic properties of this dick grant the pie life. Hashtag mind blown. Yes, I thought for a moment it was a cheap trick for comedic purposes, but then you went on in his full love triangle between Harold, the Queen, and the pie. I must applaud your boldness there, and the level of depth in the emotions. I never expected it from a fanfic of a fanfic. Also, sick tons of pie sex. That pie really knows how to use that pie hole. Vicky here is the Dostoevsky of cheap erotic dragon fanfic, sweetheart. You should post it. You'll be the queen of AO4 in no time. Yes, a brilliant deviant mind is definitely arousing. Fuck yeah, it is. Maybe someday you could write an erotic play for us to enact, if you know what I'm talking about. We all know, Polly. But sure. 6 skills in fanfic writing. The obscure skill for impressing your classmates. Here you go. 2 smarts and 1 boldness for you. Man, it's a shame Miranda wasn't there. That was like the best choice I've made so far. Okay. You know what? Let's go to gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Later, you're carrying around your precious dragon heap when you spotted Miranda and Damien? Wow, dragon heat. I love it! Also, you may not know this about Damien just by looking at him, but it turns out that he too is a hopeless romantic at heart. Are we reading the same series? I'm in it for the dragon dong, Miri. Nothing so bad yet so good as A Dinosaur Made Me Gay. Damien, you are being utterly foul. Don't profane the deep emotional connection between Harold McDonghard and Godiva Galantina. Deep emotional connection? Is that why the latest chapter ends with Harold finally boning Godiva, and then she wakes up to find out he's gone? The cliffhanger must be entirely misleading. People simply don't abuse each other's love and trust that way. I worry about you, Miri. I really, really do. I just desperately want to know what happens next in Dragonheat. Do you think Harold is capable of being so mean-spirited? True art imitates life. Let's take a look at Damien's sexy messages to see what he's capable of, shall we? Oh, okay. That'll prove everything forthwith. Real-life logic applied to fictional circumstances always clears things up. No, wait, don't. Too late. Miranda snatches Damien's phone and, using some kind of mer magic, is able to unlock it and open horny dating app trademark. Why, Damien, the things you're saying to these people. No, they're beautiful. Never in my life have I read such heartfelt, soul-wrenching expressions of deep love. I mean, a sonnet based on each person's username? Beautiful. I can only hope that one day someone will treat me with the same affection that you show to those you court online. That's not me. The lame-ass poet hacked my account because of reasons. Yeah, that's what happened. There's nothing to be ashamed of, Damien. This is beautiful, and being so vulnerable takes courage. Fine, okay. I think love is metal, but fuck. Getting vulnerable unsettles me fucking big time. And yeah, I fucking think McDonghard truly loves Godiva, and so he might have a good reason for his sudden disappearance. I know, right? I knew he couldn't be mean-spirited, and I knew you couldn't either, Damien. Doesn't it feel good to have shared your softer side? Fuck you, Miri. Fuck you hard. But yes. Huzzah! Yay, everyone believes in love. The real question is, might they believe in love with you? That's the real cliffhanger here. You gain 2 charm and 1 boldness. You find Liam artfully arranging his food while Miranda diligently sorts her silverware. Neither of them is eating, obviously. Have you found it yet? I'm trying, Liam, but finding the perfect silverware for your cafeteria food pick is an art, not a science. How hard could it be? It's just silverware. Just silverware, and I suppose the food is your food pick is just food? No, it's a metaphor for urban consumption in a post-postmodern industrialized mega society. Well, my silverware is a metaphor for silverware. Yes. Is that not enough? It's more than enough, but can we hurry it along? The lighting is perfect right now and I don't want to lose it. You're a bit of a silverware aficionado yourself. Maybe you can speed up the election process while simultaneously demonstrating your knowledge. Nothing conveys elegance and taste like a gloating fork. Ah yes, the gloating spoon. I assume that's what you meant and not fork. The most distinguished of utensils. What's a gloating spoon? Well, of course you wouldn't know about it. Rude? No. I wasn't being rude. Rudeness is simply the way one must introduce a gloating spoon. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Well, of course you didn't. You're not as cultured as I am. Such smug superiority. I am no match for this spoon. Miranda produces the gloating spoon with much fanfare. It looks like a regular spoon to you, but then, what do you know, you peasant? You convince Miranda to spend some time with you after lunch, lovingly explaining the spoon's finer points, even though spoons don't have points. That day your teacher delivers an amazing creative performance that blows all your minds. It ends up being a sensation on YouTube. Your teacher gains 10 coolness, but who cares? He's not trying to romance your classmates. Or is he? We hope not. Also, you gain 2 smarts. Hooray! You're doing the thing that gives you the most life, reading Dragon Heat, when you're approached by Scott and Liam. Aha! A fellow connoisseur of the Dracophilic arts. Here, Scott and I are also experts on the topic. An unexpected duo. Yeah, Liam and I are fandom buddies. We love to discuss the things we love on our favorite stuffs, wikis and forums. We're the best fandom buds, even if we don't always agree, like with the Starco and Markapoo thing. Did y'all really reference that? Okay, first let's be clear, I engage in passionate fandom conversations only as an ironic way of celebrating low culture, which I truly despise. Second, for the 100th time, after spending years in Hekapoo's dimension, Marco is now actually in his 30s, so it isn't right if he dates a 16-year-old girl. These details matter, Scott. Think how wrong it would be for me in my 400s to date people from the school if all of you were actually teenagers instead of being much more conveniently in your 20s. Oh my goodness! Anyway, enough meta discussion. Scott and I here are in a situation. Even if our opinions differ, we agree our opinions are superior in comparison with the rest of the strangers on the Dragon Heat wiki. Yes to that. Liam here is, like, super smart, and I'm a good boy, so my ideas should be good too. But people on the wiki can be so mean sometimes. We need to gain their respect so we can convince them to be good boys too. Scott is right. We need to somehow earn the role of moderator so we can show all of these lesser beings who's boss when it comes to the Dragon Heat fandom. But how? I'm sure you'll give us an absurd yet effective idea for the solution, as can be expected from good old Vicky. Again, Miranda's not here, so we can just do whatever we want. Let's write a powerful fanfic set in the Dragon Heat wiki where you're depicted as the coolest users who should be respected. You know what, we wrote a fanfic before, let's do it again. Ah yes, let's fight wielding art as our weapon. Yeah, weapons are fun. Liam opens a new document on his laptop. Come on, Vicky. Amaze us with your fanfic magic. Oh, dang, you never thought you were going to be the one doing the writing. You weren't prepared for this. Let's see what happens. Liam and Scott read as you write. Liam and Scott and Vicky were very cool and very nice, and they lived in the Dragon Heat Wiki Community Kingdom. And they were so very cool and so very nice that everyone said, "Hey, Liam and Scott and Vicky are very cool and very nice. We should make Liam and Scott and Vicky our monarchs. And so, Liam and Scott and Vicky were kings of the Dragon Heat Wiki Community Kingdom, because they were the most very cool and most very nice in the kingdom. Then everyone became centaurs and they had centaur sex. Now you're just writing pages and pages of centaur sex. It's perfect, right, Liam? I like the part where she said the three of us were very cool and very nice. It's not perfect, Scott. Also, you can't use centaurification just 'cause. Centaurification is a very delicate fanfic tool that needs to be used under the right circumstances. I think Vicky was just trying to fool us into reading her extremely dirty centaurification fic. So not cool. Oh, she almost fooled me by saying we were very cool and very nice. That was very not cool and very not nice. Very not cool and very not nice indeed, my dear Scott. Why do you always have to turn to centaurification when anxiety writing? Well, at least you still got them to read your extremely dirty centaurification fic. Still, you lose 2 charm and 1 creativity. The Monster Prom draws near! Okay. I will be stunned if this doesn't work, because this seems like the best run so far. But hey, at worst we've unlocked a new piece of artwork. Finally, you pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you. Eek! My sister told me that I could get diseases if I dated commoners. Stuff like crabs or poverty. I must decline. Your failure made you so despised by society that you were exiled to the wilds, where you lived with a pack of wolves. Hey, Scott. Still, you were so bad at social interaction that you also failed to get a date at Wolf Prom. Sorry, Scott. Vicky, most likely to become a lasagna. Horrifying implications. Miranda, most likely to die in a coup d'etat. And you know what? Life happens. Like it always does. And it was wonderful. Miranda started a nonprofit to help countries without a monarchy, because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. Once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to fight. That was one hell of a run. Also, it keeps showing me this this notification that Monster Prom 3 is out now. I didn't realize that it wasn't already out now, so hey, neat. Yeah, that's another run. I would say that was our most successful run because we kept getting consistent luck with Miranda. But like, man, you gotta have like a perfect run of this, huh?